What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here and welcome back to the channel for another hair product review, and today we are finally going to take a look at the matte paste from Label.m. Now before we get started with this, I do want to say real quick though that if you want to see my review of the Hudson and Maine products from Teaching Men's Fashion, that video is now live on the Cavaliers channel, so I'll link that up here in the card as well as in the description box below. If you haven't checked that out, definitely go take a look at that as well. So you guys have been requesting this one for quite a while. I've actually had this for a few months now. I just haven't really been using it. I've kept getting distracted by other product drops and things, but I'm happy to say that I finally have gotten a chance to start fucking around with this for the past couple of weeks, so I'm finally ready to get into this. Let's get started. So I know that this one is, I guess, a pretty popular one, and I mean, it's a big salon brand, so it's pretty much everywhere. Even on the packaging, it says the official hair product of London Fashion Week. So there you go. So this is their matte paste. It is designed to be like a light or medium hold product with obviously a matte finish, and it actually says right on the front, ultra matte texturizer for disheveled light styles. So getting into the packaging first, this comes in this kind of shiny black plastic tub, and you can get it in a 2-ounce or 4-ounce size. I've got the 4-ounce one here. And we've got stick-on labeling around the side, so we've got Label.m Professional Hair Care Matte Paste, 120 milliliters, and around the back we've got a little bit of info about the brand. It also says it contains the exclusive Enviro Shield complex with shield against UV rays, and then on the underside we have one of those peel-open stickers with the ingredients. So packaging is your basic salon product packaging. The plastic doesn't feel super high-end or anything, but I think it looks fine. You know, it's fairly minimalist, the black and white. This is just, it's something that we're used to seeing, so it's nothing spectacular, but it's also not bad. Now, as far as the pricing on these, it's a little bit interesting because you can get the 2-ounce size. They call that their retail size, and that one from the Label.m website comes in at about $19 US, and then you can get the 4-ounce, which they call their salon size, and that one was at about $29 US. However, I got mine on Amazon, and I just checked again today just for yucks, and the 4-ounce one on Amazon is $15, and it's Prime, so it's free shipping, so that's where I got mine. That's obviously your best pricing bet. Getting next into the scent, and it's fine. It's nothing, it's just a light cologne type scent. It's kind of, like, I want to call it like a basic bitch salon type scent, almost. Like, it's not bad, but it kind of also smells like just an Axe body spray, which I hate, but it is a very light scent, so I don't smell it at all once I've worked it into my hair, so it's not a real big problem. And to be fair, it's clean. It's light and it's clean, and it is just kind of basic cologne-y, but it's better than some of the other basic cologne-y type scents. So let's briefly touch on the ingredients. The list is pretty fucking massive because it's a salon product. You'll find some compounds in there that you won't necessarily see in home brews. So we'll touch on the basic ones, like it is water-based, which means it's water-soluble. And for me, I find that means it does wash out mostly with just water. There might be a slight residue left, but it's fine. Then we've got hydrogenated castor oil, some compounds that I can't pronounce, castor oil, lots of different kinds of castor oil. Then, here we go, we've got Sarah Alba beeswax, we've got carnauba wax, we've got kaolin clay in there, fragrance, shea butter, and a couple of other things. And this also, now on the back of the jar, it says something about, where is it? Oh, here we go. It says, creates an individual edgy matte texture while malachite, rhodochrosite, and ozokerite wax, hopefully I pronounced those correctly, actively detoxify and protect the hair. I don't know how waxes are going to detoxify your hair, but there you go. Getting inside the jar next and having a look at the product, you'll see this white, waxy type product. It looks basically the way that I expect a typical matte paste to look. So it's got a slight bit of firmness. You will need a little bit of pressure to get it out of the jar. And it has at first this kind of, I want to call it chunky texture, where it takes a minute to break it down, but as you start emulsifying it in your hands, it does become quite creamy and easily breaks down completely. And once it's fully emulsified, it does feel pretty smooth in the hands. I don't really notice much tack or grip feeling to it. And now transferring that over into application to the hair, the first scoop does go in pretty smoothly. There's very little, if any, tug or pull. However, it does, for me at least, start to dry pretty quickly. So you've got like 15 to 20 seconds before it starts to dry, and then you feel that grip set in, you feel a little bit of tug. It's nothing uncomfortable, it's totally fine, but you will feel it going into the hair. Now, after the first scoop, it is feeling like a lighter hold here, so I do end up going in with a second, basically full-size scoop, which does bump it up to feeling more like a medium hold. Now, the texture here looks pretty nice, which I think is probably a result of that bit of clay that's in the formula, and as far as the finish goes, I don't consider this ultra matte like it says on the jar, but honestly, that doesn't bother me at all. The type of matte finish that this has, for me at least, is kind of what I would consider to be the ideal matte finish, in that it's not totally matte, but that means it's not fucking dry. So it has kind of like, I don't want to call it a natural shine because it is more matte than that, but it has like, it doesn't take any shine away. It doesn't add any, so it just kind of leaves the natural shine of your hair free to show through. And for me, that translates to a much less dry feeling. And actually, as I progress throughout the day, it starts to feel very soft. It's very easy to run your fingers through it and restyle. So if we take a look here, this is 8 hours later after a full day. You can see the volume is still in there. It is a very lightweight product. Once it's worked in and completely set, you barely feel it in your hair. And just, it makes my hair feel quite soft. The texture stays in nicely. Now, the medium hold, it's a medium hold, so it's not gonna stay totally in place all day, especially if you're moving around a lot, if it's windy outside. It will drop out here or there, so you will need to do a bit of restyling, but thankfully the pliability on it is pretty good, so it is easy to move it right back into place. And because of that softness that it gives my hair, when I do need to restyle it, it doesn't give me that dry, tangly ends feeling. It's not at all uncomfortable to restyle, which is always like a fucking blessing as far as I'm concerned, especially in a matte paste. Alright, so overall thoughts on the Label.m Matte Paste. It's pretty good. I think there's a lot to like here. I mean, I haven't used certainly all the matte pastes out there. There are a shitload of them, especially with 2018, like matte pastes were coming out, it felt like every month. So I still have a lot more of them to try. However, compared to the ones that I have tried, this is definitely one of the nicer performing ones. Especially, I really like the fact that it's not super matte, it's not totally drying, and although it's a lighter to medium hold, I'm okay with that because A, it's lightweight, so it keeps the volume in, the texture is nice from that clay in there, and I'm fine with sacrificing a firm hold if that means that my hair is going to feel soft and it's not going to feel tangly as fuck when I run my fingers through it. The packaging and scent, I think, leaves something to be desired. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like a basic salon scent and packaging, so it's not terrible by any means, but like if I saw this on a shelf in a store as I was walking by, it wouldn't jump out at me like, ooh, that looks really nice, let's buy that one. However, if this was sitting next to the Pacino's one, which has almost an identical packaging, honestly, I would buy this in a heartbeat, because for me, this is like everything that the Pacino's one wanted to be, but was none of, so, at least for me. So yeah, if you're in the market for a pretty standard salon quality matte paste with a lighter hold, but a nice soft finish, I think it's definitely worth a try. The pricing is a bit weird. I wouldn't buy it from Label.m's website because the price is just like twice as much as it would be if you get it from Amazon or elsewhere. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. But I mean, if you get it on Amazon and you get 4 ounces for 15 bucks, like you really can't go wrong. So that about wraps things up for today's review, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it useful. As always, I've got lots more stuff coming down the pipe. So let me know in the comments below if there are some series of videos that you guys would like to see that I haven't done in a while, like maybe a hair compare, like a product revisit or something. But other than that, I've got lots more reviews and things coming. So if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one.